Have you ever been judged by your appearance? Well, if you have, I'm sure you know that it can be a terrible feeling. This woman in today's video was laughed at because of her old shoes, but she ended up turning the tables on those who made fun of her. If you want to find out how, then stay tuned until the end. Our next contestant is a 27-year-old woman from South Africa. She works as a model and an actress. She had been married for 2 years before she decided to divorce her husband. She moved from her hometown to Johannesburg to pursue her dreams of becoming a model and actress. When she arrived, she didn't have enough money to get a decent place, so she had to move in with her cousin. Unfortunately, her cousin wasn't the best person, and she often used our protagonist as a means to get more money. She would tell her to buy her food and other things, and if she refused, she would scream and make a fuss. One day, our protagonist went to visit a friend. She had only been there for a few minutes when her cousin called her demanding money. The protagonist said that she didn't have any, but her cousin insisted. She got so angry that she hung up on her. But then her cousin started calling her non-stop. It was clear that she wouldn't let this go, so our protagonist decided to just give in and give her some money. However, when she heard what her cousin was going to use the money for, she immediately regretted it. Her cousin wanted her to buy her new shoes. She told her that she was embarrassed about her old shoes and that she needed to buy her some new ones. She said that if she could get these, she would pay her back. But our protagonist knew that her cousin would never pay her back, and so she decided to take a stand against her. She told her that she would make sure she would never have to beg for money from her again. Our protagonist saved up for months to buy herself a car and also to move into her own place. She eventually did it and moved out of her cousin's house. She was so happy that she no longer had to see her, but she still felt bad about the way she had spoken to her. She hadn't seen her since, but one day she ran into her in the street. She couldn't believe it. She thought that she would never see her again. But her cousin didn't seem too happy to see her. She told her that she was looking for a job and asked if she could help her. But she replied, "I don't think I can help you." She knew that her cousin would probably laugh at her shoes, so she stayed silent. However, her cousin didn't mention her shoes or ask her for anything. Our protagonist thought that maybe her cousin had changed. Maybe she wasn't as selfish as she used to be. But she soon found out that this wasn't the case. One day she saw a picture of her cousin on social media. In the picture, she was wearing the same shoes that her cousin had asked her to buy for her. She couldn't believe it. She thought that her cousin was the most selfish person in the world. She was so angry that she almost lost control of herself. She told herself that she would make her pay for what she had done. But how? That's when she came up with a plan. She was going to show her cousin just how worthless she really was. First, she needed to make sure that everyone knew that she owned the shoe line. She posted a video on social media showing off the shoes that she had designed. She knew that people would love them, and so it proved. Everyone loved them. Her followers grew rapidly. People kept asking where she bought the shoes, but she always said that she made them herself. Soon, her cousin saw the video and realized what she had done. She tried to apologize, but our protagonist didn't accept it. She wanted her to suffer. So she told her, "You will apologize publicly and say that you were wrong to judge me." Her cousin hated it, but she had no choice. She made a video saying that she was sorry and that she shouldn't have judged her by her shoes. Then she deleted her account. But our protagonist wasn't done with her yet. She posted a video telling her followers that her cousin had stolen from her and that she was a bad person. After posting the video, she got messages from all kinds of people, including people in the fashion industry. They all wanted to work with her. She was so happy. She had finally gotten her revenge. One of the people who messaged her was a famous designer. She asked if she could meet up with her, and our protagonist agreed. When they met up, the designer told her that she wanted to work with her and asked if she could take a look at the shoes that she had made. She agreed and gave her the shoes. The designer was impressed and told her that she wanted to feature the shoes in one of her fashion shows. She couldn't believe it. She had finally gotten her big break. The day of the fashion show arrived. She was so nervous that she almost backed out. But then she thought about all the hard work she had put in and decided to go through with it. She sat in the audience and watched as the models walked down the runway. When her shoes appeared, the audience applauded. She was so happy. She knew that she had finally made it. After the fashion show, she was approached by many people in the industry. She couldn't believe it. She had finally gotten her big break, but she knew that she wouldn't have been able to do it without her revenge. The designer told her that she had done an amazing job and asked if she would like to design a full collection for her company. She couldn't believe it. She had finally gotten her big break. She spent weeks designing the collection. She put all of her energy and passion into it. She knew that this was her chance to make it big. Finally, the day arrived when she could present the collection. She was so nervous that she almost backed out. But then she thought about all the hard work she had put in and decided to go through with it. When the models walked down the runway, the audience applauded. She had done it. She had finally made it. After the show, she was approached by many people in the industry. She couldn't believe it. She had finally gotten her big break. The designer told her that she had done an amazing job and asked if she would like to design a full collection for her company. She couldn't believe it. She had finally gotten her big break. She spent weeks designing the collection. She put all of her energy and passion into it. Next up, we have a story of a boy who was laughed at for his torn shoes. A boy was walking to school when he was laughed at by other children. They told him that his shoes were ugly and that he should go home and get new ones. He felt humiliated and wanted to disappear. That's when he turned around and walked back home. When he got home, he told his mother what had happened. She hugged him and told him that it was okay. She said that he didn't need new shoes and that he was perfect the way he was. She knew that her son was a good person and that he didn't need new shoes to be happy. Years passed and the boy grew up to become a successful businessman. One day, he was giving a speech at a school. He told the students that they shouldn't let others bring them down and that they should always stay true to themselves. He knew that he was speaking from experience and that the students would understand. After the speech, a girl approached him. She told him that she had been one of the students and that she had learned a lot from him. She asked if she could take a picture with him and he agreed. As they were taking the picture, she looked down at his shoes and noticed that they were the same shoes that he had worn to school all those years ago. She couldn't believe it. She had bullied him for his shoes and now he was a successful businessman. She apologized and he forgave her.